Why, hello there. Fancy meeting you here. It is the end of April, so let us channel update. Let's get on with it. I have no notes. Perhaps this update will not take so long, particularly considering what happened with the last update video, which was the 10-year anniversary of Let's Get On With It. There was an immense outpouring of viewer feedback, emotional support, not just in the comments, but in my email, the channel email, which you can find by going to the About section of my main channel page, and also through Discord direct messages. Because once upon a time, YouTube had a private messaging system, but of course that was done away with, like with the YouTube inbox, because why would we desire such assets? Anyway, deeply appreciate the effort folks poured into writing to me. I don't have the words to effectively convey. And I don't feel like breaking down and crying, so yeah. Before I move on, though, this channel emphasizes viewer, engagement. Something I'm in this for. I do take pains to read all of the feedback I receive. YouTube has inserted some hurdles over the years, but I've certainly read over 95% of everything I've received through this channel. I don't always reply back to everything because, fuck you, that's why. And that's that. The update video ended with a giant question mark. What happens next? Well, I spent time deep in the science lab Thunderdome epic cage full of electricity and real lightning, sciencing out what to do next. I tried Startopia, fiddled with that for about 2 hours to get that effectively windowed in a way that I would find satisfactory, and the idea of the system that I used caused me to try it with Red Faction, and that worked very well. So, I did Red Faction instead of Startopia, which is not a game I am that invested in. Now, I could have used a mod, sort of like Pure Faction, or I think there's something else now that would have allowed me to have widescreen support and do the windowing thing. If I had thought about that years ago when I was initially trying to window the game, I probably would have just done that. But I didn't. And I'm not someone who typically thinks of modifying my games, except to window them. So there we go. I did it. Red Faction got done. The game started strong, but so much of the content of all of the cool stuff and doodads was in the first half of the game, and afterwards there was a sharp precipice. The game just plummeted down a ravine. It wasn't just the ending that was unsatisfactory, it was the entire second half of the game I didn't enjoy. Unfortunate. The ending of that series, though, sparked me playing STRIFE, which I talk about in the STRIFE intro. And we're going through that. I am enjoying myself. A significant chunk of the game still to play. After all, I only have one of the 5 pieces of the super weapon that the Order worships. I'm normally not a one for doing art for the thumbnails. I would much prefer seeing gameplay at work. But, YouTube suggested these, and I was like, these are great. We're gonna put these here. And then there's videos where YouTube didn't suggest a good one, or was too spoilery. I was like, well, that's cool. We'll just have some gameplay instead. I haven't inserted any custom thumbnails, as I have for some things over the years. It's just depended on YouTube's algorithm. I can't even pretend to understand its nuances. That's pretty much it. I've done a little bit of broadcasting this month, but it hasn't been too much. I've played some Total War ATTILA with Dan Taku, Otaku Shout, and I've played some Total War 3 Kingdoms with him as well. That's been it this entire month. Oh, and I suppose at the start of April, or near the start of it, I Queen of Art paid a bet she owed me and tried out Daggerfall. We didn't go very long. I had some issues capturing the window. I figured out why after that session, and should we ever do any more, it wouldn't be a problem in the future. It was just a hurdle that hit us right there in that particular moment. That's the gist of it. Was there the possibility to do more? Yes. Was there a possibility to do yet less? Yes. Last video, or the last update video, really did end with a giant question mark. Now, there was a hurdle preventing me from doing more. The computer I've had for 16 months, since December 2018, which if you scroll back far enough in the log, you can see an update video involving that. That was a refurbished machine gifted to me. On Good Friday, I went from having 0 blue screen errors with that machine to a cascading series of them. And I spent all of Easter weekend diagnosing the situation, attempting to reinstall Windows, finally reinstalling Windows, realizing that didn't fix anything, realizing it was a hardware problem, and then sort of going from there. And I've sussed out general hardware issue that it could be. I hadn't pinpointed it exactly. It's most likely a memory issue, like a faulty RAM, but maybe it could be the CPU. It's most likely not the hard drive, but apparently it has weak endurance, so there's that. And it's almost certainly not the liquid cooling system, but maybe that could be it too. See, you understand this in life, right? RimWorld does this decently enough. People have, things they like and things they're super passionate about and shit that they pursue and want to learn wondrously, and, it just really fills them. It's not like work, it's a joy, and there's things they just absolutely fucking hate, never want to do. And for me, that's things technological, that's engineering, that's electronics. You know, I know things about, lawnmower and things about, an automobile. It's just, necessities of my life, and so as to perhaps not get taken advantage of whenever I go into the auto shop. But I strongly dislike learning those things. There's no joy in it for me at all. It's just dreary work, and I feel that way about what's inside a computer. It just my brain just shuts off, and I'm like, fuck this, fuck everything. I would rather just use my privilege and luxury and throw money at someone else to solve this for me. I don't want to install anything because I'm too clumsy. I don't want to break anything. All these things are expensive. Fuck it all. So, after Easter weekend, I decided to ironically fulfill what I had thought I would be doing at the end of March, which is boxing up that machine and using the old reliable backup that I purchased back in the summer of 2013. Hasn't had anything replaced in it. It's definitely showing signs of age. If this computer falls asleep, I basically have to restart the machine. It's got a number of finicky quirks to it, as does any machine that has received heavy use over such an extended period of time. Whether it's a vacuum cleaner, or a television, or a computer. I digress. That's the situation I'm currently in, which is, it slowed me down. It didn't bring me to a complete stop. I had to spend some time reconfiguring things again for this computer, realizing that my HDMI monitor that I got along with the refurbished machine needs to be plugged into the HDMI port for the graphics card instead of the normal HDMI port, otherwise the graphics card doesn't initialize and then everything sort of falls apart. That's the sort of thing I discovered around, the test videos that I was doing for Red Faction. That was good knowledge to have, and a sign of just how hardware ignorant I am as far as computers are concerned. I don't know whether in coming times I'm going to replace something in this machine, like the hard drive, or whether I'm going to take a crack at trying to fix what's inside the boxed up super behemoth computer. Whether I just might buy an assortment of things, try to learn how to put those in and make it work, or whether I'll just fucking buy a new computer. Considering how almost all of my income is through this thing right now that I'm doing, and I'm not talking about the Zanga Live Journal MySpace, Blogspot, Tumblr thing that I'm doing right now, where I fucking blog about monthly events. So let's get on with it. Because what the fuck, right? Yeah, you know, COVID-19 out there. Let's put a hamper on things. And what with medical bills, I'm not exactly like in the mood to go splurging on things. If it weren't for the emergency visit in December, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's buy the whole thing. But I'm more on like, let's be practical, reserved, make good, solid choices with the contributions that have been so generously given to me, affording me opportunities I would not otherwise have. It's incredibly awkward. It hasn't stopped being awkward after all these years, and it is more awkward than ever. Seriously. More awkward than ever. What the ever-living fuck? Why is it your people's lifelong mission to make me cry? I thought I was good to you, damn it. Or at least whenever I told you to get fucked, you didn't take it too seriously. Besides all that technical hubbub, though, which, I mean, it's a standard for my life, I have the luxury of being burdened by such things. I'll probably get over it, or find a way around it. I've also had some personal affairs. I had an uncle who, he had treated the global situation very cavalierly. Spent plenty of time traveling out of state to hang out with friends, and he got incredibly sick. And thought he had coronavirus. He managed to secure himself a test, and in the process of waiting for that to come back in, he is a former drug addict, and he relapsed. Became incredibly paranoid. He destroyed his home, basically. Broke his foot. He doesn't have coronavirus, but he's got some other issues he's working through. So that sucked. More for him than for me, of course. On my front, I had a panic attack earlier this month. If we'd done this a week ago, this whole update video ago, I've been like, I feel great. Except for this technical shit, I am moving along. I'm not defeated. I'm just frustrated. I didn't lose anything important, except for my time, but I got plenty of that to spend. No major or crucial files, but I had a panic attack. And after that, my health just caterwauled down the ravine. The ravine of yore. Haven't ate well, haven't slept well. I've had maybe 1,500 calories over the past 4 days. It's good times. Weird. I'm having some issues. I'm alright. I don't feel bad. I just feel weird. I've got, as you can see, I have energy now. All my built-up stores of juice and power. My conservationist sloth mentality has finally saved me in this moment where I can put some pep in my words. This is what happens when I don't take notes these days. I just go careening again down the ravine. Motherfucker, I need new phrases, new code words, I'm fucking rambling. I thought this was gonna be quick. Swift. So much for that. Alright. We're gonna continue along, though, the little engine that could. I'm doing alright. Things are being resolved. As far as technical shit gets resolved, I don't know. I'll probably tug on someone's pants leg. Lethal, help me. And you'll be like, I don't fucking do IT shit, Grimith. I program. It's different. Lethal, help me. I'm gonna show you a picture of my cords. Help me figure out what to buy and what to plug in. He's like, you stupid bastard. Everyone has to figure this out on their own. Something like that. Alright. Let's get on with Corporate Grimith shilling time of shouting people out. Because that's what happens now. And the list is a bit longer. It's a $10 per month category. there are folks who are still contributing above and beyond that. I think there's like 2 people who are like, you know, it's a great idea. Let's bump this down to like a reasonable amount because this is the highest that he awards for. But everyone else is like, woo, yeah, fucking, it's more than 10. Not how that should work. We have Applejack. Congratulations on getting your check, at least. I noticed that in the Discord, by the by. Don't wait on mine. Zachary McKinley, Longshot137, Cast Iron Dude, Nick King, Necrolo2, Kalen, Perpentock, Tiny Shopkeeper, Proxybane, Mog, Kit Westman, Pork and Beans, Magenta Wolf, Talon, Martin Amintorp, Utero, Dumb Snark, William Melbourne, Industrial Robot, Todd Noel, Summer B76, Luke Butkus, Matthew Christensen, Sothakal, which I recognize as Mirthful Oyster in the YouTube comments, Maxwell Damage, Arthresh, Green Doom Guy, and Augusto de Oliveira. Listen, possibly mispronounced name and insult you for what you have done, which at this point it's kind of like, you have propagated a continuing cycle of doom and shame, I reckon. Congratulations. There are also contributors who did not assign themselves to a tier, and so I will not shout them out, as I assume that's why they didn't. They know they're responsible, and there have been individual donations that have been sent to me beyond the confines of Patreon, which has been through the Grimith Tier Collection Fund PayPal, which you fuckers know who you are as well, and what the fuck. Alright, I'm gonna go now. Yeah. Probably gonna be some more Strife. As I gently coddle my creaking machine and decide what exactly I want to do as far as technology is concerned. You know, a decisive person who knew what they were doing probably been like, this is the things I want right here. But I'm like, I don't know. It's basically what it's been like for the past decade with us. With me, really. Could be. Maybe. I don't know. Take it easy, everyone. Hope you all are doing well. I know some of you aren't. May the time that we spend together elevate and enrich your life. Because if it doesn't, why the fuck are you still here? Go... Like, there's gotta be some other uploader you want to watch who doesn't do this Zynga Live Journal, blog spot, Tumblr, sort of nonsense hullabaloo. Doesn't, like, wear, like, their heart on their sleeve and just fucking plays a video game and helps you indulge in escapism. Unless you're, like, the sort of person that indulges in escapism by listening to the plight of others. That's fair. I mean, occasionally I indulge in drama, too. So it goes. Take care.